Good evening and welcome back to the Drummond channel. It's November 13th. I hope everybody had a good long weekend. And we're going to continue our look at crude oil. And it's been in this downward trend for a little bit. And looking at higher time period support areas and identifying whether those areas are becoming strong or if they're weak and they're going to break. And see if there are higher prices coming in crude. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start in the middle with the weekly chart and draw in a little bit of the Drummond lines here. And you can see a resistance area just above where we are, and the also located around that envelope bottom for the monthly chart and the weekly envelope bottom. So there's a little cluster there. And then if we move up a little bit higher, this is the weekly refresh zone, and may or may not get up there. The lower time period on the daily, that's going to let us know what's going on. And right now the daily looks promising. We've entered into congestion on Friday's bar and continue that congestion. So we're gonna look at congestion confines being somewhere in this area, and looking at what the resistance is up ahead for the daily chart, and looking at that in conjunction with the weekly and the monthly. We'll see maybe if this downward trend has a little bit more legs left in it. Okay, and as I said, the weekly chart is the focus time period, and we're looking at, this area of resistance and expecting that to be strong because the weekly trend is down, the monthly trend is down, but we are coming off of quarterly PL dot, and just down below here, I can't remember exactly where it is, but there's a 5-year PL dot down in this area. So the yearly trend is up, the quarterly trend is up, the monthly trend is down, the weekly trend is down, and now the daily's up. And the daily's pushing up above its PL dots. So expecting this downward trend is not quite done yet. Looking for an area where somebody could take a short position is what the focus of this next chart is going to be. So this resistance area transferred over onto the daily chart is going to be somewhere in this range, around 79.50 down to 78.25, and seeing how the hourly chart reacts to this higher time period resistance is going to tell the tale. And what you want to see, and we're going to be in the overnight market, and this thing might be snaking sideways, but eventually when the market opens, there's going to be some sort of movement. You want to start seeing hourly closes below the PL dot, and it's happening in this area of higher time period resistance. And the closer it is to a target area, the more value that has. So if you look over here on the left a little bit, that's around 78.50, or I'm sorry, 79.50. So looking for C waves in an hourly chart starting to push down, closes down below the PL dot, down below the hourly envelope bottom. That is an indication that this upward movement on the daily chart is finished. You can short this market, and stop for a very aggressive trader would be up there around 82. If you're fine-tuning that stop, you're going to look at where the high was on the hourly chart when it started to push down through its envelope bottom in that area of support, or I'm sorry, that area of resistance. So let me say that again. When the hourly chart turns into a C wave down, breaking through its PL dot, breaking through its envelope bottom, you can put your stop somewhere up above there as a cushion, expecting this market, this weekly trend to continue back down towards that at least daily envelope bottom where the congestion, the confines of daily congestion are. That's it for tomorrow in crude oil. Hopefully that'll help you. If you're looking at this market, you're looking at it, where's the entry? Again, the weekly chart is still down, the monthly chart is still down, and the daily chart has entered congestion. So we're expecting at least a cycle back down towards the daily envelope bottom. And see how that works. Use the lower time frames. The lower time frame, even if you're adding a 15-minute to your 60-minute, that will lead the way and tell you when those areas of resistance are getting stronger or if they're breaking. If we're looking at C waves on a 15-minute and a 60-minute chart going up through the PL dot and up through the envelope top in that area of higher time period resistance, then it's breaking and there's no short. There's no trade on the short side. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer them, and we'll see you again next time.